Welcome to Statistics and Analytics Lab. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 1st, which is Statistical Data Collections and Type. So myself is Vishwanath Yam. I am an HOD of Department of Science, JD Katte, Bhadravati. So now we are discussing about Statistical Data Collections and Type. So first let us discuss about statistics. What is statistics means? Statistics is a branch of mathematics which deals with the collections, organization, analysis, interpretation and presentation of data. Statistics is nothing but a branch of science which collects the data in the form of organization, analysis, interpretations, presentation of data. So now what do you mean by the data means? So data anta helidre enu? See, the word data is derived from a Latin word which is called datum. So which means something given. Okay, what do you mean by the meaning of datum? Which is something is given. So now let us discuss what is the definition of data means. So as we have already known that data is nothing but the collection of so many facts. Okay, it is a collection of facts such as numbers, words, measurements, observations or descriptions of things which are qualitative as well as quantitative. Simply say, what is data means? Data is a collection of facts. Which facts? Such as numbers, or it may be the words, or it may be the measurements, or the observations, or it is a description of things, and that facts what we are collecting is maybe qualitative or it may be quantitative. Okay, now so what do you mean by the data? So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ data ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಯಿತು? So after a long research, so which the question has been arised. So data is being collected continuously through observation. So the tool of collecting data is by observations. Then it will be organized and summarized and classified and represented graphically. Okay, so now data can be divided into the two categories. So data can be divided into the two categories. One, it is called qualitative data, and another one it is called quantitative data. So remember, the data can be divided into two categories, which is qualitative data and quantitative data. So among these two categories, remember, among these two categories, quantitative data can be further classified into the two types. So what are those? Discrete data as well as continuous data. Remember, the data can be divided into two categories. One, it is qualitative data, another one is quantitative data. So among these two categories, quantitative data can be further divided into the two types, which is discrete data and continuous data. So let us see how we can classify the data. So what we have already discussed, so that is called as classification of data. Remember again, so data can be divided into two categories, what we have already said, which is qualitative data and quantitative data. Again further, quantitative data can be divided into the two categories. One, it is called discrete data and continuous data. This is how we can classify the data. Okay, now what is qualitative data means? So qualitative data anta helidre enu? Qualitative data is the descriptive informations. Remember, qualitative data is nothing but the descriptive informations, something like qualities or it may be characteristics. So this data is collected using the tool of questionnaires, interviews, or it may be observations, or it may be case studies. Okay, so qualitative data can be collected in the form of questionnaires, interviews, observations, or it may be case studies. So what is qualitative data means? So qualitative data is a data collections which is in the form of descriptions. So that means words ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಡಾಟಾ is nothing but is brown and black. We can see a person can be seen directly. ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ we can say he is a brown and black or he is white and blue. So like this we can represent or we can say that a person can be white or black. Okay, so he has a lot of energy. He has a lot of energy. How can we collect this information? So just by running them. ಸೊ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನನ್ನು ಓಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಇಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಓಡಿದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಆಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೊ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವೆರೈಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಡಾಟಾಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಡಾಟಾಸ್. ಈ ಈಸ್ ಕೇಪಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಬಿಗ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಸೊ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕಂಪನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಪಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಸನ್? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ಎನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಸ್. Okay, these are all the tools we can collect, and so this type of collections of data which is called as qualitative data. So examples are, he is a very intelligent. How can we decide he is an intelligent? See, just by saying asking the questions ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು or by interview ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇರಬಹುದು, we can decide that a person is an intelligent. Okay, so he is a long hair, so he has a long hair. So we can just by observation itself we can say he has a long hair. So observation is also a tool. Okay, the basic tool of collecting data is nothing but the observations, as we have already said in the class. So he is very nervous. So we can say a person is a nervous. ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ಕೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, even though he know the answers. Okay, but they can easily realize he is a nervous. Okay, so these are all the tools we are using to collect the data, and this collection of data is called as qualitative data. So what is quantitative data means? See, the quantitative data is a type of data whose values is measured in the form of numbers, or we call it as counts. Okay, so quantitative data is a type of data which can be measured in the form of what? Counts, or we can say the numbers. Okay, with a unique numerical values associated with each data set. Okay, so one the data set ge, so we can collect the informations in the form of counts. So that is what we call it as quantitative data. Quantity means we can say it is in the form of numbers. Okay, so that is how we can collect the data in the form of counts. So this data is known as numerical data. So this data, quantitative data, is also called as numerical data, and this data is collected in the form of surveys, questionnaires, etc. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಈ ಥರದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಡಾಟಾಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಡಾಟಾಸ್ in the form of surveys or questionnaires, and this data is used to answer the questions such as how many. Okay, so how many, how much, how often, etc. So this data, how many things are there? Okay, so we can say in the form of numbers or counts. So ee tarada collections of data is called as quantitative data. If we come to the examples of this, you will have, there are 5 dozen of mangoes in the basket. So for example, we can say how many mangoes are there in the basket means they will tell you in the form of counts. Okay, so 5 dozens, 3 dozens, 2 dozens, like that we can tell the answers in the form of counts, or what is called as numbers. So this type of collection of information is called as quantitative data. Okay, Indian population, how much the population of India anta kelidre, there are something population is in India anta helolla alva. So they are telling about nearly 140 crores of population are there in India anta helbodu. So that counts what we are representing is called as quantitative data. So in Karnataka 8 lakhs people are serving in the government jobs. Okay, how many government jobs appears in Karnataka government state anta kelidre, nearly approximately we can say in the form of counts, which is 8 lakhs. Okay, so these are all the informations we can collect in the form of counts or numbers, which itself is called as quantitative data. So now if we come to quantitative data, can be further again divided into what? The 2 categories, what is called as discrete data as well as what is called as continuous data. Now what do you mean by discrete data? So discrete data is a quantity that can be counted and has a finite number of possible values. Remember, discrete data is also a quantitative data. That means we can collect the data in the form of counts. Okay, and that collections of data which has a finite number of possible values. We have a restrictions for this discrete data. We cannot count or we cannot collect the informations in the form of infinities. So if we have a counts in the form of finite things, so that collections of data are called as discrete data. So if we come to the examples of this discrete data, number of students in a class, how many students are there in a class means they will tell you in the counts itself. Okay, so there are 10 students in the class, there are 60 students in the class, there are 45 students in the class. So they will tell you in the form of numbers or what is called as counts. So this type of collections of informations what is called as discrete data. Number of players required in a team. So if you have a cricket team means there are 11 members are required for a team. So there are finite number of things are required to collect the data. Such finite number of things or possible values we can collect, which is called as discrete data. Number of members in the legislative assembly. So these are all the examples of what is called as discrete data. And now if we come to the another what is called as continuous data. What is continuous data means? Continuous data is a quantitative data that can be measured and it has infinite number of possible values with a single selected range. Okay, so what is continuous data means? Continuous data is also a quantitative data which can be collected in the form of infinite number of possible values within a selected range. Okay, if we come to the example means heights, we can measure the heights of a person means the person's heights are vary from person to persons. So this is we can collect the informations, but it is vary from person to persons. So if we collect the height of a person, that will be vary. That type of collection of data is called as continuous data. Like the temperature is also that. Okay, even the morning temperature is not in the afternoon temperature, and also it is not in the evening temperature, and also it is not in the night temperatures. The temperature is also vary and it has infinite number of counts. Okay, so that's why it is called as the continuous data. So even though for weight, time, etc. So these are all the continuous datas. See, such as person's height. Okay, so times or time of India, person's weight, temperature of particle, what we have already said. The examples of continuous data are height, temperature, time, weight, etc. So this is how we can collect the data. Remember students, we can learn these things in a proper way, which is under C20 syllabus what is implemented in this year, last year. Okay, so I think, do you understand this concept very clearly?